Hi again, everybody. Welcome to the Starting Five here on HMTV6. I'm Mark Keller, sports editor of the Herald-Mail newspaper, joined this segment by assistant sports editor Andy Mason. We're going to be talking high school track and field this segment. The Maryland State Track and Field Championships held this past weekend down at Morgan State University. And Andy, the 17th time in 18 years. It just seems amazing. A 1A girls track title resides in Washington County, third straight by Boonesboro this year.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about, I can't hardly think of a sport that the county might be stronger, and it's just incredible. Girls 1A track, 17 titles in the last 18 years, 3 straight for Boonesboro, and this one was maybe the closest ever. 112, 111 over Western Tech.
Yeah, I'm kind of fascinated. You've talked about this before, that Becky Walter, the Boonesboro coach, kind of projects what she thinks her score and the other team's scores are going to be. Her projection was for a little wider margin over Western Tech.
she was, her projections had them winning by 14. But I think she's happy to leave with the win either way. But yeah, it came down to the very, 18 events came down to the very last one. Couldn't have been more exciting. Boonesboro was up 106 to 101 going into the final event. But Western Tech had, with a 4x400 relay last event, Western Tech was the favorite, and right away they were gone. You get 10 points for the win, so right away you knew Western Tech was going to end the meet with 111 points. But Boonesboro needed to get 6 to hold them off, and you get 6 for third place. They needed second or third, but you needed at least 6 for third place. And they held off North Carroll by a fraction of a second that last event to get third place, and they got those 6 points and won by 1.
That sounds awfully familiar. I know we talked about that before with the county meet because they were in the same situation.
The exact same thing.
South.
They held off South and beat South at the county championships by 3 points.
Yeah, Emily Cronice coming up huge.
Huge, yeah. Emily Cronice had a big weekend. She was third. She got third in the 800 and third in the 4x8 when the meet started Thursday, and she anchored that 4x4 to third place.
The day on Saturday sort of off to a bad start for Boonesboro.
Yeah, ominous start. First event of the day was the girls' 1A 3,200 meter run, which was actually postponed from Thursday because of stormy weather. And Sarah Zielinski, we know that name, the defending state champ, the favorite going into the race, she came in with an 11:10 PR, 11 minutes and 10 second PR. No one in the field had ever run that fast. That's the all-time Washington County record. And right away, first lap she takes the lead, and it's an 8-lap race. She led the race until the last, maybe 7 meters of the race. Abby Culp from Manchester Valley just got her right at the end. Abby Culp was down about 20 meters with 150 meters to go, and then just gave it everything she had and got Sarah at the line, and Sarah was stunned. So right away, first event of the day, Boonesboro, every point counts. They were hoping for 10 from that for the win. They have to settle for 8. But you can look at why Boonesboro is who they are. They didn't just get second place. They also got Haley Wright got third for Boonesboro. Courtney Cunningham got 4th. So they didn't get the 10 points for the win, but they left the event with 19.
Right, and we've talked a lot about that.
Yeah,
the depth that Boonesboro
That's why
has.
Boonesboro is so good. They didn't get the win, but they still left the event with 19 points.
So they miss out on the first place there, and then Maggie Sullivan comes in to the 100 hurdles.
100 hurdles. Maggie Sullivan's the favorite, and she's running the race of her life. She has the race won. Not only does she have the race won, if she just finishes the 100 hurdles, she's going to have the all-time tri-state record in the event. No doubt about it. 1 hurdle to go, she trips and falls, smashes to the track. But here's why Boonesboro is so good. Instead of lying on the track pouting and beating her fist on the into the track, she gets up and finishes 4th. It's 5 points.
Better than zero,
a
right?
lot of kids. I think a lot of kids' favorites like that. It was a devastating thing to happen. But she got up. She got 4th place. She got 5 points. Those 5 points were huge. And Maggie Sullivan did not let that ruin her day. She came back and she won the 300 hurdles, and she also placed second in the high jump. And when she placed second in the high jump, that was the 17th, the next to last event. That's what gave Boonesboro that 106-101 lead.
Yeah, you mentioned Sullivan coming back to win that, but Zielinski, a few others, she didn't come back to win. She still had a decent day.
Yeah, it was kind of a disappointing day. She ran a great 3,200. She just got beat. She got second. She came back in the 1,600. She got 5th. I'm sure she was disappointed, but she scored. Then she came back in the 800, an event that she could have been counted out in. That's not her forte. It was her last event of the day. She got 8th place. That's 1 point. They won by 1 point. So every point counts. That 8th place finish was huge. But back to the girls' 1,600, we had a surprise winner from Boonesboro, Courtney Cunningham. She won the race in 5:24 after placing 4th in the 3,200. She said before the race, one of us has to win it. To her two teammates were in the race, Zielinski and Haley Wright, who actually is just a freshman but is already the Boonesboro school record holder in the 1600. So you have the school record holder in the 1600, the school record holder in the 3200, Wright and Zielinski, but Courtney Cunningham emerged from their shadows and won the race.
Right, so great day for Boonesboro. Let's run through real quickly. His South girls also had a great day, again led by Haley Freeman.
Yeah, Haley Freeman, heck of a race. The meet began for them 3A on Friday. Haley Freeman, Keona Mency, Elijah Streeter, and Paige Flemings, they get second in the 4x2. They were seeded first, they got second. Still a great achievement, but they're disappointed. Freeman comes, they come back Saturday. Freeman gets fourth in the 100 hurdles. I'm sure she hoped to do a little bit better. Then she got second in the 300 hurdles. A fantastic race, 44.08, second fastest time in tri-state history. She lost by a couple thousandths of a second. Great race, but still a little disappointed. Then her, Mency Streeter, and Milan Fields, they finally get the gold medal. They win the 4x1.
Over to the boys' side, Boonesboro just missed out on the sweep. They finished second in the boys' standings. Nick Seabright, great day though, only double winner in the county.
Yeah, he won the high hurdles, 110 hurdles. He won the 300 hurdles. He also got second in the pole vault, anchored the 4x100 meter relay team to second place. He left with 2 golds, 2 silvers, did all he could do. Boonesboro still finished 5.5 points behind Perryville, which won its second straight 1A title. Disappointing, but second place is still pretty good.
A couple other golds for Boonesboro as well?
Yeah, Garrick Allen, he won the discus, also got third in the shot put, and the 4x800 meter relay team of Josh Testa, Ethan Allnut, Sean Snyder, and Brian Latender, they won the 4x800 meter relay.
And great performance from Liam Faith from Hancock.
Liam Faith had a great day. Got second place in the triple jump, third place in the long jump, but his second place in the triple, he jumped 45 feet, top performance in the tri-state area this spring. I know he left, in his very last jump, he jumped 45 feet to take the lead by over a foot in the competition. A kid from Perryville comes in on the very last jump of the competition, goes 45, 5.5. So it was disappointing when Liam went that 45 feet, it looked like he had it won. But, he left with the silver medal.
Right, and then Nick Johnson from Williamsport, maybe a little bit of a disappointing day for him.
Yeah, well, when the meet began Thursday, he got second in the high jump, fifth in the long jump, but didn't have a great day on the track.
Yeah, well, we're going to have Andy back here next week or the week after, and we're going to be doing some wrap-up of the season, or athletes of the week, and athletes of the season, I should say. We'll have Tim Kelby coming up next to look back at the season right on the starting 5.